I believe Edith King has work for us.
Where's the apple-pated hick when I need him? Not you, sir.
Good day, madam.
Good day to you, Banisher. What can I do for you?
Is all well, Miss Keene?
All is well indeed, sir. In fact, a miracle has happened. With the beast dead, my garden has at last begun to grow. With work and luck and God's good grace, we'll end up with a harvest. Though I confess I find the work more tiring than usual.
That's because she's haunted.
Thank you for sharing so frankly, Miss Keene. But the reason I ask is... it's delicate. I think you're likely haunted.
No, that's just my twin brother. I can't get rid of him because we're family. Oh, wait, you're serious? Haunted? Who'd haunt the likes of me?
Where is your brother?
He went for a walk in the woods. Oh no. My brother, Daniel. My brother Daniel went for a walk in the woods.
So Daniel Keene went missing in the woods, and Edith here is only getting worried now.
What's new?
What do you have in mind?
Tell me more about thick-skinned Newsmith.
What for? She's gone, and that's that.
What can you tell me about Kate Newsmith?
She's done a fair job so far. Things can only get better, eh? Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but I'm glad Thick Skin is gone. If I'd had the first inkling of what that woman was capable of, why, I'd never have followed her.
Things have changed. How's the camp doing these days?
The camp does better, thanks to you. I mean, the Lord only knows what the future holds. But with one terrible monster the fewer in it, it surely looks much brighter.
How long has your brother been missing? And where might he be?
You worry me, sir. With the beast gone, Daniel dared to walk the woods. I did not. Who knows what still lurks out there? I swear at times I hear voices rippling in the trees. Please, would you find him?
Better late than never, I guess.
I'll look into it. First, I'll need to have a look around here.
Please do.
I must go.
Find my brother. Please.
It's rotten. Can't be saved.
And without food, nor can we.
A meagre crop, but at least it's growing.
Aye. It'll grow until it rots.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice. These tools have seen some service.
The Keens aren't lazy.
Look, a chest.
Well, open it, Job and all.
Is it a map? Could it be a treasure map?
Let me see. Give it here.
So, a treasure map.
She knew but didn't tell us. That's suspicious.
Well, what have you heard?
So, you found a map?
A map, sir?
Yes. In the chest you dug up with your brother. That map.
How do you know that?
Banisher. Knowing things is part of the job.
This is improper. Even indecent. It was just a stupid old map. I told Daniel to leave it be.
Where did it lead?
I don't remember. There was something about the bridge on the Boston Road. I paid it no mind.
The bridge is down. How did he cross it?
I must go.
I will wait for you here.
The bridge on the Boston Road.
There'll be a waterfall somewhere not far away.
Under threat.
I can help.
Away with you! To worry about.
Watch out! Spectre possession. Did we miss a few?
Bust! The bridge is down. You can't have crossed.
There. A path leads downwards. take on a ghost. Don't let that spectre get to the corpse. Dodging behind.
Beneath the mines.
Only one way to find out.
This place has been ransacked.
Our Mr. Keen, no doubt. When Daniel goes treasure hunting, he is thorough indeed.
Efficient cannon powder.
I'm here if you need.
A key might be useful. Someone recently raided these chests.
Looks like Daniel leaves no stone unturned.
Traps. Deliberately sprung.
That was clever of him. Easy as pie.
I bet you can't cook. Greed makes for poor choices. I had a friend, Jinx, we called him. Good man. Took a job collecting dues for an insurance company.
A postman for the blackmail, as it were. I suspect Jenks's story does not quite end there.
Stabbed in the back and dumped in an alley. Still, he died rich.
Kiss for you.
I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking.
I feel something close.
That specter's looking for a body.
Have some of this.
Footprints. Too deep to miss.
You're a little old, but I'm guessing Daniel Keane.
Ask for help if you need it.
Was that?
Yes. Something's here. Did we miss a few?
Get back up!
Move it, Red! Whatever's down there, I hope it's worth the trip. He went down there. Over here. Look. Standing by.
The wolves didn't leave much of him.
He wanted the treasure so badly it killed him.
Why set out alone? He knew the woods were dangerous.
Let's find his tie and ask him.
Here's the map.
Dare not touch what's mine!
Who are you?
Antea Duarte. This is my partner.
Red McRaith, Daniel. Good to meet you.
My sister sent a banisher. Of course. Tell that harpy the treasure is mine.
Why blame your sister? What does she have to do with this?
This is all her doing. In her envy, she coveted the treasure. I saw it in her eyes. I knew not when the double cross was coming, but I knew it was on its way. So I retaliated first. I crossed her, and the treasure is mine. The treasure is mine.
Why would you not share it?
I was fair willing to share, but she would not listen to reason. She wanted to use the money to leave. She was wrong. This is where we should be. This is the future. The beast is dead, and the curse is lifted. Life here gets better and will get better yet. We can make our fortunes here.
You decided to claim the treasure and force the issue.
If I held the money, she'd have no choice but to see sense. But no, I'm dead, and her envy has left her poorer than ever.
Did you dig all these holes?
Aye, I did. And I'd have dug and dug till I'd found the treasure. Wolves came, and I fought them off. Some was theirs, and most was mine. But those soaked in blood, I kept digging. The cold came, and I kept digging. Exhaustion came, and I kept digging. And then, cold and weary to my bones, the blood pooling in my boots, I could dig no more. I closed my eyes.
You dug your own grave. Why would you do that?
You ever been poor? Have you broken your back in the fields only to starve when the crop fails? I have, and did not like it. Why should I not eat fine food and wear fine clothes and pay other men to do my work? Why not I? I died for a life worth living, and I'd do it again if it meant my sister Edith would never have the treasure.
Your sister was worried and asked Red to find you.
That snake? Ha! Don't let her fool you. She slips and slides and hides her sin. She has a talent for it.
What sin does she hide?
Envy. She covets. As a child, she'd steal. A dolly from a cradle, an apple from a bowl, a cake from off the sill. What she wants, she takes. What she can't, she breaks. But she always dodges the blame. In our mother's belly, someone kicked and I were born bruised purple. But Edith smiled and laughed, and no one thought to wonder was she bad.
Do you not get along then?
Not now, not then. If she had listened, I would not have died.
Was it she who sent you out into the woods?
As good as, or I'm not Daniel King. And now I'm dead, and she is not. And she must think that she has won.
Time we went.
Don't listen to Edith. She lies with every breath.
Stubborn, isn't he?
He's also a man who holds a grudge.
We need a wee chat with the sister.
It won't do. I think a way to pass could be near. Ready and waiting. They're vexed now. Ready and waiting.
Right. Which way to camp?
We'll find it. A safe harbor, should we need a moment's peace.
Banisher, do not be fooled, for the woman is a snake.
Well, what have you heard?
I found him.
Oh my. Where is he?
Tell her straight.
We found his body.
No. No. It can't be.
I don't think she knew.
Oh, God. Poor Daniel. How did it happen?
He was attacked by wolves. I need to know exactly what happened between you two.
Nothing. We did argue at times, but siblings argue, don't they?
Aye. Doesn't normally lead to killing unless there's a lot of money involved. What did you argue about?
What didn't we argue about? That foolish, obstinate man.
Daniel's ghost haunts you now.
Me? How am I to blame?
That's interesting. I didn't say you were to blame.
I mean, why haunt me if he does not blame me?
Well, there are other reasons for a haunting. But his is all about the treasure. He won't let you have it.
I should have bloody known.
I need to go in your house and look through his things. Do you mind?
Since when did what I mind matter a moment around here? Do what you must.
Look at you, playing the role of the worried sister.
They came prepared. Not prepared enough, it seems. Moments from the past are still here.
Between digging up gold and digging up worms, I know which I'd choose.
Neither seems to have made them rich.
Toki mi indrasta, skal nam falas.
It's perfect. He'll never tell the difference. You won't cross me, dear brother. Not me.
She knew he'd steal the map, so she made a fake.
Neither is what they seem. I wonder what she'll say when we tell her.
What do you want now?
Time we went.
Aye, it is.
Well, you've looked through our things, such as they are, and I'll warrant you've learnt nothing.
Well, I do have more questions. You're very helpful, friendly and amenable. Is it an act?
I don't understand. Why would you ask such a thing?
I know about your forged map. I know you know why Daniel is missing.
How to... Banisher thing, huh? That old fool's greed got him killed, not me.
Truly does she love him so?
Don't you feel at least a little guilty?
No, not a little, not in the least, not at all.
I said I'd help you. I keep my word. I'm afraid you must face your brother one last time. Daniel, it's time. Your sister's here. Show yourself.
You'll not have it, you hear me? The treasure is mine.
I see you, Dan. I see your ghost. And you're still mean. The Banisher will see to you.
You fool no one, you gold-grubbing harpy!
Oh, not even death could give you manners.
Enough! Both of you. I'll have the truth now, if you please. And then I shall decide. I saw your letter, Edith. You plan to return to Yorkshire?
Look around you. This country is cursed. It'll never come to nothing. Life were hard in Yorkshire too, but it were home. And the land there is not cursed.
You don't want to go home. You don't want to go back to our old life. You want to go back and buy a large holding and be important.
I saw your map, Daniel. You were hunting treasure.
There's gold out there, and I would stake my claim. This country would have made us rich.
Fool. There's nothing here but sticks and stones and mud and rot.
At least I was trying to get us out of it, instead of running away and abandoning everything like a coward, like him.
Don't you dare say one more word. I'm not like our father.
Edith, you faked a map and fooled your brother. This is how that ended.
You did what?
I had no choice. I couldn't trust you. And I were right.
You'll not have the treasure, you snake.
Nor will you now that you're dead. You'll not squander it on cursed land like a rustic fool. We'd have been better off in England. You know it, but you would not listen.
That choice was not yours to make!
Driven by greed, you went after the treasure alone. You double-crossed your sister.
Bastard!
Snake!
Black-hearted blackguard!
Say that again, you ramp!
Quiet, the both of you.
This family has 2 black sheep and they're both utter pains in the arse.
The truth is told. Decision time. Daniel Keane, your presence is harmful and cannot be ignored. Not only do you weaken Edith, but you also ruin her crops. You're a threat, not just to your sister, but to the camp as a whole.
Daniel Keane, time to go.
Shall I at last go home?
If it makes you feel better, then sure.
I banish you!
He got all that he deserved. He got all that he deserved.
A ghost damaged the sign. Ingersoll General Stores must live on. Someone's fighting for a cause.
Nathaniel Sather didn't seem the type. The store does, though. Shall we?
Oh, my good sir. Welcome. How can I help you?
Good day to you. I see you've dropped your prices.
Mr. McRaith? Just the man.
Oh?
I'm in trouble, and I need a banisher.
What seems to be the trouble?
I'm sure this sounds silly, but I am an educated man, sir, and when I say this shop is haunted, I say it in all seriousness. We've had unexplained pilfering, though that has stopped since the widow Ingersoll ran away with the cash box. But I hear noises. I'm alone here now, you see. After the horrors this fort endured, could one of these monstrosities be hiding away in the store?
Right. That's a lot. Let me ask a few questions. See if we can sort this out.
Of course. Beg pardon.
Whose ghost haunts you, do you think? Any enemies? Lost loved ones, perhaps?
I'm well liked, and I've no enemies here. Not since Bathsheba took the cash box and fled. But I'd hardly call her an enemy.
Bathsheba. The eponymous Mrs. Ingersoll, I believe.
The widow Ingersoll, up to split her hair. We've had someone thieving our merchandise. The ghost is the final straw.
You mentioned a problem with pilfering. What's that about?
Bathsheba noticed it first. Cases would go missing. Oil, sugar of all things, spoons.
Do you have a suspect? Any idea where the stolen goods might be?
Not a one, sir, not a one. And if I'm to be honest, I don't care. If they've stolen it, it's because they need it. Apart from the sugar. And apart from the spoons. No one needs that many spoons. Bathsheba said she'd look into it. And I was happy to let her.
You say the widow took her own cash box and fled. Why would she do that?
A moment of madness, sir. Or so I can only surmise.
Did you see her go?
I did. And not just that, I heard a commotion. As if her quarters were being ransacked. I confronted the thief, but it was she herself. She yelled at me, shoved me aside and fled. I picked myself up and went to follow. But she was gone.
I should have a look in her quarters, so. To solve your haunting, I must investigate the store. Bathsheba's lodgings too. I'd like to do so with your permission. May I have it?
For the store, of course. For Bathsheba's lodgings. Well, not for me to say. Do what you have to do, and if she finds out, it won't be from me.
What a mess. Bathsheba left in a hurry.
Anyone home? I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher. Show yourself.
I think we're alone.
Who does Duchess Muck think she is? Taking my wares, taking my business, taking my dignity. To hell with her. To hell with Helen Priest. I'll leg it to Boston before I let her take what's mine.
When Helen threatened to take her business, the widow ran away.
Prudent. I can't say I blame her.
The takings are thin indeed. Wouldn't make me want to stay. Something's here.
Hidden.
It's signed NS, as in Nathaniel.
From whom does he expect a payment, and why?
This Thomas must be a good friend indeed. Nathaniel is desperate to see him. We found all we could. Might be time to go after our thief.
Mrs. Ingersoll took a cart. Maybe you could follow her tracks.
Not a bad idea, Mr. Sather. Not a bad idea at all.
McCraith, over here.
Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
Back to save his wife, and with it his store. Perhaps. Standing by.
Bathsheba must have had motivation to flee in snow like this.
Or desperation. The tracks veer to the right.
Bloody mongrel!
This isn't over yet. Watch out! Spectre possession. I take the heart, you take the roots.
Empty cash box. The Widow Ingersoll's, no doubt.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
weed. Novices really have no idea how many miles a Banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous Banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
Thing is, his apprentice was the one that went into the field for him.
A trail of blood. I don't like that.
The tracks continue this way.
I think Bathsheba was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all. There's blood here.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate. Toki mi indrasta, skal nymphalis.
Go away, beasts! Off with you! That's mine! Come back!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took a purse. We should find it. This isn't over yet. Ready and waiting.
I searched the den. With a wing or so, we'll never again see Boston.
An enraged spectre is lurking nearby. Why not summon it?
Spirit!
spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Fancy a race? Blasted pest!
Enough! Damn crows!
You shouldn't stay in there. Shoot the light. Spectral target for you.
Crows, you bastard! Giving it all you've got.
Crows incoming. Don't let that spectre get to the corpse. Going to attack.
They brought more friends. With a Wingersaw.
Sharpen up. I can help. Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. With the Wingersaws, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you?
feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any. This isn't over yet.
They brought more friends. It's bloody dark in here. Here we are. Now, Let's find the symbol. Someone's been here already. Looks like Helen found Mrs. Ingersoll's stash. Oil, sugar, salt. Isn't this Nathaniel Sather's stolen merchandise?
Yes, it is. On your toes, Scotsman. I have another in sight. Join in too?
A ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. I think I understand. She stole her own merchandise and hid it in the lines. Then she hid the accounts that would expose her lie. Why would she do that?
The store and Nathaniel are all she has. She doesn't want to lose them. And Nathaniel can't leave for Boston without his money. Nathaniel broke his promise and doesn't regret it.
Skint, he betrayed Mrs. Ingersoll for a couple of Helen Priest's coins. We should go back to him.
Excuse me.
Mrs. Ingersoll. That you?
I think so, Mr. McRaith. I think so.
Mistress Duarte? Dear Lord, you're a spirit too. What happened?
I was going to ask you the very same question. What are you doing here?
You came to my store. Then you've met Nathaniel. Would you give him a message from me? Tell him he must stay. He made a promise. He must honor it.
So, you haunt Nathaniel. But he told us you stole your own cash box. Why?
Priest took my stock. All I had left was the money. I thought I'd start again somewhere else. Boston, where it all began.
This isn't what you had in mind, eh?
I have business yet. You'll see.
We found some merchandise stashed away. Oil, sugar, some, spoons. We suspect it was stolen. Is it yours?
I believe it is. Or at least it was.
Helen Priest lays claim to it, for the company.
And how does Helen Priest know about it? Because Nathaniel told her. He broke my confidence. He broke my heart. For the sake of his return to Boston and a life of ease, he'll trample the legacy of those who made him. He betrayed us. I knew what he was up to. That is why I ran. And because I ran, I died.
I'll ask you some questions, if you don't mind. What are you to Nathaniel? Where did you meet?
One day, an orphan boy came to our store in Boston hoping to learn the trade. He had this idea that he would sell hats. Everyone needs hats, he'd say. We gave him a job. He's been with us ever since. He's my barker, my salesman. He's born to it. He writes well, too. You should read the letters he sends to his friend, Thomas, in Boston.
Tell me more about Thomas.
He and Nathaniel are very close. Natty writes at least once a month. Were you married, Mistress Duarte? There was a time when I would have judged you if you were not. Now I know better. Love is love, whichever way it comes to you. Natty loves Thomas as well as any man ever loved a woman. Maybe better. What do you think of that?
Love is love, as you say, whichever way it comes to you. And there'll never be too much love in the world. Where are you from?
Boston, originally. Now I'm from New Eden. You?
Cuba, originally. Now I'm from everywhere and nowhere. Was it in Boston where you met your husband?
It was. I went into his shop one day and there he was. And you? Did you meet Mr. McCraith in Cuba?
God, no. We met in London. We met through work.
Yes. It happens. Or so I've heard.
We'll be off then. We'll be in touch.
One would be better than the other, but I'm not sure I know which.
Hunter's roster. And Theodore Shepard is overdue.
May we talk, Mr. Sather?
I'd like nothing more. How can I be of service?
We must talk about the widow's accounts. They're meagre enough.
You surprise me, sir, and by that I mean you do not surprise me in the least. If the coffer was full, I'd be halfway to Boston by now.
Is that why you're selling your stock cheap?
Everything must go, sir. Or I'll not carry this junk back to Boston and the coin will pay my way.
Bathsheba kept the money she owes you, and now you're stuck here. Boston no more than a memory.
That's it, exactly. Now you understand the urgency.
I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. The note. You told Priest exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Ah. Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. I followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right. It's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll.
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me?
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
Money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise, but you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I, a cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief. To keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this.
Bathsheba Ingersoll. By keeping his business going, you keep your husband alive. But it's time now for you to leave.
I'll not go.
Letting go seems so very difficult. So very painful. But you must, because by remaining, you only cause suffering.
But what awaits me at journey's end? Will my husband approve of the choices I've made? Have I done his business proud?
Material questions concern you no longer. Your husband's legacy is now yours. Nathaniel has inherited it. Let it go.
Yes. My accounts are settled. The books are balanced. I may go. Nathaniel, the business is yours. Take care of it.
You have been here.
I hope you find peace, boss. I hope old man
Theodore's shepherd. Well, he's probably dead.
The shadow strikes again!
Try not to get shot. Off you go then.
Piece of shit! I'm better than you! You hear me? Aye! King of the musket, me! The shadow of the woods! See that? Even dead the bitch won't stop. How'd she do that? How'd she bend the wolf to her bidding? Don't get me wrong. I had him where I wanted him. You fight well. We could use you in the train band.
Red McRaith, Banisher.
Aye, I've seen you around. Theodore Shepherd, marksman out of Fort Jericho. Best in the business.
You seem haunted.
What was your first clue? By Flora Abbott, for you ask. The tar-faced cow.
Flora's dead. How? When?
What does it matter? The hag's ghost tried to kill me.
Why you?
Who knows how her kind think? They're naturally devious. You know that. She tried to kill me in my own cave. Well, that proves it. Slavery's a gift to 'em.
I beg your pardon.
Steady. We have a ghost to take care of. We can rip this shitebag's throat out later.
Maybe I can help. I know about ghosts. You mentioned a cave. Yours?
Aye. I used it as a hunting lodge. Or I did, till Abbott turned up. A ghost did anyway. She attacked me. Ran for me life. Had to leave some of my things behind. Be a mate and pick it up for me, eh?
I'll think about it. What sort of gear are we talking about?
A notebook, several wolf traps, worth little enough to you, worth a little more to me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
I wonder what we'll learn at Teddy's cave.
I'll be on my way.
Farewell to you, mate.
You! Leave him to me.
A ghost was listening. Flora Abbott, I'd say. She left traces.
An eclectic collection of gear.
I suppose hunters came to New Eden from everywhere before the curse.
Come here and have a look. From the map, I'm thinking Shepherd's Cave lies east.
Don't interfere.
The heart's yours. Who's there?
You should have left him to me.
Flora Abbott. That you?
You should have left him to me.
You're the hunter, Flora Abbott. I'm the banisher, Antea Duarte. You've met my partner.
You're the banisher who died. Keep back! I know what you do. I won't be killed a second time. You hear? Not before I'm done with that bully bastard shepherd. Not before!
We are not enemies, Flora. You can trust us.
Can I? You saved the life of a man who would spit on you.
A banisher sides with the living.
You're neither now. Not banisher, not living.
You were a hunter at Fort Jericho. But why were you living in New Eden in the first place?
I owned land here. I've long since stopped being an outsider. A person has to live somewhere.
Do you belong? I left home young. I haven't stopped moving since. I learned not to get too comfortable.
I am a New Englander, born on a farm not far from Boston. After my mother died, I came to New Eden and bought some land. Just a small plot, out by the edge of the woods. Pennington came by sometimes. We hunted together. When we fled, I went with him. I was part of the train band. Part of New Eden. Then the captain died, and I was part of it no longer.
Why are you after Shepherd?
He made my life hell. I'll make his a quick death, for I am a better hunter than he. I'm better, and he knew it. He could not stand it, nor that I had the captain's trust. I, with my brown skin.
The weakest sex, the wrongest color. Scapegoated when you fail.
Hated when you succeed.
Did no one stand up for you? Or at the very least, stand up against him?
None but Pennington. Tell me this. You have your man here. He is your people. Now the captain is dead and my place here was lost. Where are my people? Priest would never dare to bite her thumb at Shepherd. So I left the fort, and Shepherd still found me. At the old watchtower east of here. Shepherd stalked me one last time before he shot and killed me.
I'm sorry.
One hateful crime followed another. The bastard stole my gun. It's in his cave. I want it.
The cave where you tried to kill him?
Yes. Problem?
No. No problem.
Until there is a problem, of course.
We'll leave you now, Flora.
Do not disappoint me.
Once you've revealed the roots, I'll destroy them. No, I'd almost fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden. Look to me.
Could this be what's drawn on the map? I'm sure the treasure is nearby. Can I tell my arse from my elbow?
I see something. Hanging on the tree. A bag. ready and waiting.
Having lost her captain and only ally, she left the fort.
Shepard wanted to destroy her. She was right to leave. Pennington held Shepard back. Without the captain, she was in danger. Theodore Shepard's happy little home. Having fun, are you?
Flora's rifle, I'll wager.
I'm right here, you know.
Master Ted's secret little butchering place, eh? If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do.
The notebook Shepard wanted. What a lovely man.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Shepard is pitiful, angry, and obnoxious. And he's a bad loser.
Harsh but accurate. I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.